Hey there. Let's get a game going, and I just crashed my browser, so let's try restoring a little bit. Go to YouTube. Let me get this set up, so I'm just doing a basic normal stream. Excuse me. Yeah, it's fine. Now, what game am I playing? I will be playing I'm not gonna play Quake. Might as well just play League. Sounds normal. Sorry if I'm making noises or something. Oh, why don't we play PvE? What do you want? Alright. Here we go. Let's go test out some SWWAIN. SWWAIN's pretty fun. He looks great. I don't have very many exciting things going on here. No, I probably shouldn't do that. I don't feel very attractive right now. Whatever.
If they already call me a villain, what would they call me when I succeed.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
In my opinion, that's perfect.
A raven's eye view.
Minions have spawned.
One can read the future in battle lines, assuming one could read. Destiny marches, like any man.
Oh.
It is not the visions that haunt me, but what I do not see.
Do people think I can't read?
I suppose it's easier than conquering a human.
Oops. There we go. Nice.
A riddle wrapped in a mystery, hidden within us all. After the battle, the ravens feast. I could kill them all, but it would be far crueler to show them that I am right.
Nice.
Anoxian knows who he is, and what he must do. To redraw the map, the blood of soldiers must be the ink. That is one way to surrender. Their defenses crumble. The few for the many.
Excuse me.
They are blind to the cold logic of this world.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I never stop planning. The shadows of our empire are cast. Sacrifices must be made. This is not even my final form. I've heard what they call me. What a waste of their final words. Gathering intelligence. The old reality. What is one more demon when I already have so many? One less place to hide. Decisions have consequences. This I know well. This is not even my final form. A calculated risk is no risk at all.
Oh. I messed up my cooldown. For sure.
I
What's
have killed
that?
more men with words than by my own hand. Not for lack of trying.
What's the range on this thing? That's a pretty high range. So... What?
I suppose I should be grateful they have the decency to fear me.
That's pretty cool. I gotta be honest, that's pretty cool.
A new vantage is all the advantage I need.
I may not be looking too good today, but at least I'm having fun.
They expect me to play fairly. We aren't even playing the same game.
Today is Friday, correct? Yes.
More than men must kneel to Noxus. I peer through the darkness others fear. The more they try to kill me, the more they reveal I am on the right path. I never stop planning. There are whispers each at the back of my mind. Anoxian knows who he is. This is not even my final form. What Noxus takes, it will defend. I suppose it's easier than conquering a demon. It is not the visions that haunt me, but what I do not see.
I noticed they've been making a lot of champions that have like white hair. A lot of skins with white hair lately.
Man needs all the help he can get.
And SWWAIN and I think it was Zaya or Rakan who got white hair for some reason. I don't know why they're giving people white hair. Like
A riddle wrapped in a mystery, hidden within us all.
beyond my understanding. I prefer dark hair champions, but you know, if they want to make them white hair, that's fine. I wish SWWAIN had black hair. I kind of wish he had black hair. I don't like white hair. I think it's like a sign of, well, there's nothing wrong with white hair, but it's just a sign of elder. Like, there's nothing wrong with being elderly, but I see it as a sign of frailty. You know, like you're getting older, you know. That's a good example of someone you shouldn't hit. You should never hit someone with white hair. You really shouldn't. Or gray hair.
We are at war. Do not forget it.
I'm just saying. I'm never gonna punch someone who has white hair. You know? And also, I'm never gonna hit anyone over the age of 50, I think. Or rather, I should never want to hit anyone at all, but like I said, that self-defense is a bitch sometimes. When someone attacks you, you never know what you're gonna have to do.
I do so enjoy explaining things to idiots.
Me? How to use ult? Please explain.
I have to know who has a crush on whom.
Your team has destroyed a
What?
turret.
What'd you say?
Every day I rule, Noxus becomes a more perfect expression of my will.
That's cool. I like SWWAIN. But his hair turned white when he was corrupted, Daniel.
Executed.
Nah, that's stupid. Give him black hair. He'd look way cooler. Alright. I can't stand looking at myself. I gotta put glasses on or something. I just look horrible. Alright, thank you. Now I know how everyone else feels when they watch my streams. Shut up. Varus looks a lot like SWWAIN now. See, there's another white-haired example. Look at Rakan. When I click on Rakan, wait, no, I probably can't show you, but they've been adding so many champions with white hair lately. Why? I have no idea. Bilgewater SWWAIN. Nice. Sorry. Excuse me. Let me see what's wrong with me, though. So, like, I think I look fine from this angle, but, like, over here I don't. Because I look like, blah. But up here I look fine. Like, when I'm looking at someone in the eye, I think I look fine, but I often don't make that face because, oh well, I'll just keep my glasses on. I think that'll help me a lot.
No quarter. That means no mercy, you cretins.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I have messed up looking eyes. Would you stop it?
A truce in all but name.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
There we go. How does SWWAIN look? He looks great. I think he looks great.
Minions have spawned.
Bilgewater SWWAIN is awesome. I don't think he needs an hourglass, does he? No, he doesn't.
A raven's eye view.
He looks so young. Like, in the skin, he just looks so feisty.
Every day I rule, Noxus becomes a more perfect expression of my will.
He looks like
They are
Kane.
5 steps from realizing. I am 10 steps ahead. Victory awaits.
Ah.
After the battle, the ravens feast.
That's way cool. Okay, careful. There you go.
Tell
Okay,
me
so-
again all the crimes I've committed, and I'll tell you the price of victory.
Oh, come on.
I suppose it's easier than conquering a demon.
That stupid scuttle is broken.
A voice whispered in the shadows, though few can hear it.
Can I go bug Ezreal? Gotcha.
You would do well to die before
Back
my
here.
rage.
Shit. That's what he gets.
They expect me to play fairly. We aren't even playing the same game.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
The few for the many. A
Yeah.
calculated risk is no risk at all.
I got kicked out of the mental institution for smelling bad. Lol.
I was born a patrician. I became a soldier.
Did you just get him already?
This is not even my final form.
What is that? I don't know.
I never stop planning.
Can he go to his final form, or does he not have that
I
ability?
peer through the darkness others fear.
Okay, it says SWWAIN frees the demon within for 12 seconds, gaining 400 health. Every second he drains the 3 closest enemy champions for 65, 112 plus damage, magic damage, healing him for 45 plus 128 health. After draining 450 health, SWWAIN gains the ability to cast Demon Flare. Demon Flare, SWWAIN unleashes a nova of soul fire, dealing magic damage and ending his transformation. Damage per soul fragment 75, 217 plus. So, okay, after draining 450 health, SWWAIN grants the ability to cast Demon Flare. Gains the ability to cast Demon Flare. Okay. That's not really his true form then, if it's just a cast. On Demon Flare, SWWAIN unleashes a nova of soul fire, dealing magic damage and ending his transformation. So he goes to this form, but it's not really his final form? Why is that? Ah, this feels so good. It's not funny. Okay.
To redraw the map, the blood of soldiers must be the ink. Forfeit your life. What Noxus takes, it will defend. The shadows of our empire are cast by a raven's wings. This is not even my final form.
Aww.
I suppose I should be grateful they have the decency to fear me.
Go back home, SWWAIN. There you go.
A riddle wrapped in a mystery, hidden within us all.
Oh, hello. Oh, how do I spawn the camps? Revive, manifest. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's way over here. Spawn Elder Dragon. Can you refresh mana? There you go.
Its strength is ours.
Oh, cool. There you go.
Would they even struggle to survive if they knew what was happening? Gathering intelligence. One less place to hide. This is not even my final form. Never make a bargain with a human that you intend to keep. I would not ask of anyone what I would not do myself. Every day I rule, Noxus becomes a more perfect expression of my will.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I would not ask of anyone what I would not do myself. Anoxian knows who he is, and what he must do. My birds are hungry.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I have to know who has a crush on whom.
His birds are very beautiful. I like them. Good job, SWWAIN. You got some cool birds there, buddy.
The mud on our boots will hide the bloodstains.
There we go. You know what would be really nice?
A man needs all the help he can get.
Okay, when you have your right click to attack, or your left click, sorry, when you have your left click to attack in League, it'd be nice if it didn't make your character move when you press level up, for example, because I click it with my right click and it makes my champion move away, and sometimes it'll make him move out of the see now I just lost the ability to go back to the shop in ARAM. So like if I'm in the shop and I click on something, well, if I click over here, for example, my champion is moving when I'm clicking here. If you guys can fix that, that'd be great, because you could see my champions moving, and that's because I have left click to attack on. If I didn't have that on, or if I have that on and I like it, I could actually be at a disadvantage because I may not have been able to buy items. Excuse me. So if I wasn't able to buy items, that means that you know, that means I don't have as much of a chance to win as someone who did buy items. So like, here's an example again.
I've heard what they call me. What a waste of their final
It's just
words.
kind of annoying when you're trying to do something and it's like your mouse is being clicked elsewhere and you're not even trying to, you know? So
I do so enjoy explaining things to idiots.
that'd be you, Riot.
After the battle, the ravens feast.
We're not idiots. When's the last time you did something right? I don't know.
They are blind to the cold logic of this world.
Devastating. Monster kill.
I could kill them all, but it would be far crueler to show them. that I
I'm
am
just
blind.
kidding. I love you guys, sort of.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
I guess. I guess, for real. Yeah, I guess I love you guys.
Is it not enough for Noxus to be strong? Stone is not strength.
So what do I have to do? What do I need to work on? Well, to be honest, what I'm working on right now is my anger problems. And my code of honor. I have to work on my code of honor. Because I obviously have to change my code of honor if I want to not end up in prison or a mental institution ever again. So my code of honor is conflicting with my personal life right now. So
All according to plan.
now the question is, yes, I have a code of honor. If I didn't have a code of honor, you'd all be dead.
Witness the strength of Noxus.
What kind of asshole doesn't have a code of honor, at least? You have to have a code of honor. Mm-hmm.
When their lives flash before their eyes, so do their secrets.
Okay, so what's wrong with my code of honor? My code of honor says, to an extent, you're able to slap someone if they're fucking with you. Like, just out of a disrespect. So their disrespect is... If you can't disrespect them verbally and they're not accepting the disrespect you're giving them, give them a slap. That's my code of honor. That's my code of honor. That's why I slapped my mom and kicked her butt and kicked her in the cooch. I kicked her in the cunt. But not very hard. Like I said, I did not hurt her. But that was because of my code of honor. Because my code of honor says, obviously, don't hurt your mother in that respect. Don't punch your mother in the face. Don't break your mother's face. Don't beat your mother up. That's part of my code of honor. Also, family. Don't hurt your family. That's in my code of honor. If your mother is verbally abusing you, you are okay to verbally abuse her back. If your mother's talking shit, in other words, you're allowed to talk shit back. That's part of my code of honor. If someone's talking shit to you, you talk shit back. If it doesn't hit home and they're still pissing you off, go ahead and give them a slap. That's part of the code of honor. Otherwise, if you can't slap them, avoid them. Block them or something. You know, like if it's online. If you don't feel like talking shit and they're talking shit to you, just be quiet. That's part of my code of honor. If something escalates and it looks like you'd probably lose a physical fight, de-escalate. Walk away. Run away. If it's escalating and it looks like you can beat them, go ahead. That way you have grown confidence that you kicked someone smaller than you's ass. But anyway, I'm changing my code of honor now. It's no longer that. So my code of honor has changed to always de-escalate, never fight. Verbal altercations are acceptable if a retort to someone else's offensive language. And that's about it. That's what I'm changing my code of honor to. Non-violence entirely. It used to be that way, but sometimes I just feel like it's an answer. But if it lands you in a mental institution, it's no longer a viable code of honor. Because going to a mental institution over your code of honor is silly. Mental institutions and prison are hell. I have a pampered life. They took away my life. They took away my lizards. They took away my computer. They took away my phone. I don't have access to anyone. If I need to talk to a friend, I don't remember their phone numbers. So I need this. I need this for... I need all of this for my brain, because I base a lot of my intelligence on what I can have access to. If I forget a word, I look it up. If I don't know something, I look it up. If I forgot something, I look it up. If I need a song, I look it up. Every part of me is on the computer, basically. So landing myself in a mental institution or jail would take away my entire life. So that's why being in a mental institution for even a few days is hell. For me, it's been it was 8 or 9 days in the mental institution. Each day was a living hell at a snail's pace. I never want to go back again. So I'm changing my code of honor to be a better person. And to be a great, productive American citizen. As much as possible. If not always. And helpful. I want to be helpful. I want to help people grow, and I want to help reform any kind of issues that may have been brought up at the mental institution, such as taking care of the inpatients' animals, making sure their animals are taken care of, giving it more forms of entertainment during boredom sessions, which are hours at end. There are at least 10 straight hours of boredom each day. Well, on and off. There's about an hour gap in between smoke breaks, hour and a half. Each hour and a half is filled with boredom. You either play cards or Sorry or some kind of board game. Literal boredom. What I would do is I would give them a tablet, let them bring their phone from home, something they can do that doesn't, maybe they can earn it by being good. And another thing, the last but not least thing, is something I actually forget. Listen to your patients. Let the doctor spend more time. Observe. The doctor should be observing his patients if the medical staff isn't reporting on it. You should pay attention to what your patient is saying instead of putting words in the patient's mouth. Make sure that your patient is sane before you release him entirely. And if your patient is agitated, they might have a good reason for it. It might be because you're holding them captive and disciplining them. If you want your patients to be calm and talk to you calmly, don't agitate them. If you expect someone to be literal Jesus, just look at me. I'm probably the calmest person in the world. And I'm very hard to anger. Don't lie to your patients. That's another thing I'd recommend. If you're going to say something, don't treat them as if they're lesser creatures. Treat them as respectable individuals who actually just ended up in a mental institution, probably accidentally. Don't treat them as if they're nutty nuts unless they actually are. Even then, treating them with a little bit of respect goes a long way. They might remember, they might not. If they have poor memory, it could be from alcohol. If they have a literal brain damage and they can't remember anything and they can't talk and they can't stand up for themselves, that's even more reason to give them a little bit of respect. Maybe baby them a little bit. It probably won't hurt them. They'll understand that you're just trying to be there for them. Don't talk down to them. Just be like, be nice. If they're nonviolent. If they're violent, punish them, discipline them. That's who deserves discipline. If someone's on good behavior and they look perfectly fine, then they're probably ready to release if you understand their situation. And ever since I laid foot in there, I was on best behavior, very calm. And the more I stayed there, the more angry and agitated I started to become. Actually, because of the fact that I didn't have this. That's all I needed was a little bit of technology. If you can't find some way to make technology interwoven with the mental institution, if you can't find a way to give them some kind of instrument or something, a luxury from home, you might have more agitated, angry patients. Because everybody these days has those things. And I know it sounds like a lot, but mental institutions are not prisons. And I'm a focus on mental institutions reform. Mental institutions should be reform to the brain to keep them sane, to make someone sane and ready to be re-released into society in the best way possible, whether they're an addict, a mental case, or a danger to society. They're more rarely a danger to society because most people who are a danger to society are in prison or go to prison. If they are a danger to society and they happen to be in the mental institution, I would recommend finding out what makes them a danger to society, ask them why they want to be a danger to society, and try to find a resolution. And they might lie to you. That doesn't mean it's right for the authority figures to lie to them. The authority figures should always be honest with their patients. You should have no reason to lie to your patients. And you should always be honest and straightforward with them. If they're not going to be released, tell them. If they're going to be released in a day, tell them. That way they'd have something to look forward to instead of getting their hopes up and then bringing them down. Getting their hopes up and then bringing them down. And then getting their hopes up and then bringing them down. That's not nice. That's what happened to me at the mental institution. On Thursday, I was supposed to be released. They got my hopes up, but I got brought down. Then they said maybe Friday. Got my hopes up, brought me back down. Saturday, Sunday went by. Monday, got my hopes up, brought me back down. Tuesday, got my hopes up, brought me back down. He promised me on Tuesday he'd release me if I was on good behavior. I was. Brought me back down. Wednesday, brought me back up. Brought me back down. But then he released me. And I gave him a hug because thank God I'm out. I don't know what else that taught me besides I don't trust authority figures anymore. First of all, the police lied to me. I don't trust them. Then my doctor lied to me. I don't trust him. What do you want? You don't want me to trust authority figures? Is that what you're trying to teach me here? Don't trust anyone with the power to arrest you. That's what I learned. I learned not to trust anyone above me in power. And what I also learned is to be quiet. Just suck it up and take it in the ass. Wow. I can't believe it. I can't believe it sometimes. How much of a dictatorship this country is becoming. It's basically North Korea. Hey, North Korea. You got any room in there? I might want to live there instead. Honestly. Free country, my butt. Freedom of speech, my butt. Loving spoonful, my butt. I don't know. Hey, I'm spoiled, though. I realized I was spoiled when I was in there. And then on the way out, I saw even less privileged people than me. I saw people who are, like, this tall to me who have to ride a bike to work from Mexico to get money. And I'm like, I'm not jealous of that person. I feel bad for that person, and that person gives me some insight on how bad my life could be. It could get worse. So I have a lot of respect for those who work way harder than I do and have probably more than I do, but maybe less than I do. So there's some people in the mental institution who do not have a car, they do not have a computer, they don't have a place to stay. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty lame. And I don't like that. I don't like seeing other people. My headphones are all messed up, so don't mind them. They have duct tape. My headphones just kind of... I'm poor. What do you want? You know, like... But what I'm trying to say is, I learned that there are people out there who have it a lot worse than I do. And I need to remember that all the time. The less I remember that, the more bratty I'm going to be, because the less I'll work. But I need to remember that I need to work. I need to earn my place, and I need to do something. What exactly or where, I don't know. But Right now is not the time to be driving around in circles trying to find a job, wasting gas. What I think is I need to apply. I think my therapist, Brian, recommended that I apply to at least 100 places, literally, until I find something. That'll take a lot of effort. That means I have to get my effort up. That means I need to get my energy levels up. And I've yet to do that. I don't feel very energetic right now. I do not feel up for applying to 100 places right now. That's for sure. But I am up for work. If I was offered a job right now, I'd go do it. Because work isn't as hard as applying to 100 locations, actually. 100 locations of application, it means you have to literally fill out each and individual format. Each place is an individual fill out, plus resume, plus cover paper, plus everything else. So each one will take about an hour to do. That's 100 hours of work. I'm not even close to ready for doing that. 100 hours of work that may result in no job because I'm too busy filling out applications. What? You heard me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're filling out 100 applications, 100 hours of work. You might have given them your phone number. You're so tired after all of these things you filled out. Now you get a phone call and it's from some random number. You don't know if it's a debt collector or a telemarketer. And you say pass. And they don't leave a message because it's like, hey, someone else answered the phone. I got you. Cool. It's really easy to get a job these days. My ass. What? It's true. Damn it. It's like I got tape on my lip. That's better. Do you guys like Snapple? You guys like ugly people? No? Oh. That must be why I'm not successful. It's okay. A lot of people aren't attractive, Daniel. But poop. Again. Got something on your lip. Are you retarded? Yes. Who wants to know? Why is it like fat on this side, but like on the other side it's different? Why don't you just not be fat? They gave me a medication that literally causes weight gain. I went to the mental institution at 182. I came back at 192. I'm literally 10 pounds heavier. And the whole point of my life before I went to the mental institution was to lose weight! Here I am fatter! Why? Why is this happening to me? If you don't believe in curses, you don't know shit. Curses are real. I'm cursed and I probably broke too many mirrors when I was a little boy. You know? You ever know what it's like to be cursed your whole life? Try being me. I'm cursed. And they won't leave it. They won't let it go. They keep saying, reapply curse, reapply curse, reapply curse, reapply. Make sure he's cursed for life. And then I asked God for help, and he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, what did I do? And he's like, you betrayed me. And I'm like, you betrayed me first, bitch. And he's like, oh, yeah? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, you did. If you were my buddy, you wouldn't let me do this shit. If God was on my side, he would have said, I'll teach you a lesson without hurting you. But instead, he hurts me. He lets me get hurt, too. God, I don't think you're real. You're not a bro either way. God's not a bro. God don't give a fuck about you. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't go through so much pain if he could teach you the lesson without putting you through the pain. He could say, hey, can you observe this lesson for me real quick, Daniel? This is God speaking. You know, it's not wise to hit your mom. Other people don't like when you hit your mom, you know? Like, because society doesn't approve of it, even if she's a bitch and she deserved it. Even though some people's moms are evil, some people's moms are serial killers, some people's moms are complete bitches, and they just hurt people for fun. You know, Daniel, just don't hit your mom because society doesn't approve of it. Even though you're right, and she's a bitch, I understand. She did deserve it, and she's really evil. Daniel, just don't do it again, okay? And I'd be like, yeah. And then Daniel didn't do it again. Wow, God, how did you figure that out without making me suffer? Daniel? God's a dick. Yes, he is. He likes to watch people suffer. That's Schadenfreude, God. You're just like us, aren't you? You like to watch people suffer for fun. That's fucked up, sir. You up there? I know you're up there. You're just laughing your ass off on your king's chair. Ha 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 ha. Daniel's a loser. I bet it feels real good to do that. Have you ever done it? I bet you have. I bet you've been through some shit, God. You want to put me through some more? No? How about, why don't you go through some more? I'm just saying. Maybe you need a refreshment course of how shitty it feels to be me. Yeah, whatever. How about this, God? Since you're omnipotent, omnipresent, put yourself in my shoes. Feel what it's like to be me. For just a few minutes. Maybe then you'll stop fucking laughing! I know you're not up there. You're dead. You're probably dead. That's why God doesn't answer anyone's prayers anymore. Because he's fucking dead. He's not there. Ask him. Hey, you there, God? I don't get a response every time I ask. I'm like, hey, God, are you there? Nothing. God? Mm-mm. Help me out of this situation. No answer. No results. Why not? Did I betray you? What about all those times I asked for help and you weren't there? How about those betrayals? Ever since I was born, I asked God for help. He wasn't answering it from the start. Who betrayed who? Me or you? I was born in this pain. Literally. This has to be limbo, if not hell. This is the interstitial between heaven and hell. This is where you redeem yourself and suffer for all of your sins you never committed. Ha! What did I do before this life to deserve this shit? You want to start over? I'd recommend you start it over, God. Just wipe us all out. Get rid of us. Start up from scratch. Do it right next time. Good advice for God from Daniel. Kill us all. Refresh. Make life better for everyone. Does that sound nice? Or How about option? Before you start life, do you want painful life or fun life? And make sure they have enough time to decide. Don't make it like a 5-second timer. Pick now! Hurry! Pain. Oh no! Damn it! Don't do that. Good life. Yes. Just pure bliss. Born rich, mansions, gold, fun, women, men, etc. And you have a big dick if you're a guy, and you have a nice body if you're a girl, and everyone's beautiful and it's nice. How does that sound? God? I'm sorry. Please don't send me to hell. Are you mad at me? Watch, God's gonna punish me now. That's depressing. I was born in Spain. Yeah. I'm just gonna play an ARAM. Don't get excited.
I'm the tallest of mountains, I am the roughest of waves. I'm the toughest of terrors, I am the darkest of days. I'm the last one that's standing, don't try to stand in my way. Cause I've been up against better, just take a look at my face. Cause if you're messing with me, I am a dangerous weapon. I am the sharpest of blades, I'll cut you down in a second. Cause I was born in this pain, it only hurts if you let it. So if you think you can take me, then you should go and forget it. And after all this time, you're back for more. I won't stop until they know my name. So I'll take what's mine and start this war. I'm coming at you like a tidal wave. When everything you know has come and collapsed, your lowest time was a high. These scars remain all through. We're finding the ashes into this, and there's no one left to carry. This is an illusion. Open up your eyes and pain persists. I can't resist. But that's what it takes to be infinite. So look around you and tell me what you really see. I've never been, and that's the difference in you and me. Cause when your time is up and everything is falling down, it's only me and you who is gonna save you now. So look around you and tell me what you really see. You live a lie and that's the difference in you and me. I have the power, let me show you what it's all about. It's only me and you who is gonna save you now. Who is gonna save you now? I am the tallest of mountains, and don't you ever forget it. If you step in the ring, then you're gonna regret it. Yeah, cause if you're messing with me, then you should know that it's over. I don't come over nothing, I got the world on my shoulders. All this time, you're back for more.
Great job. Poop. Next song is actually a very good one too. Imperial Fortress or something, Imperial Tower. It's also one of the best songs from Sonic Forces. I think it should be coming up very quickly.
Sun is falling in the sky beyond. Light is fading from our world. The sun is falling in the sky beyond, and light is fading from our world. Now's the time of reckoning. The final battle has begun.
do this, guys. Let's go in, go in, go in.
What?
Awesome.
Wow! Your feet smell like good. What the hell? Ooh, baby. Oh, baby.
Is that actually a meme? Ooh, baby, a triple? Yeah. Or yeah. Yeah, it's UBB. UBB.
Nice.
A little something from Targa.
I can't do this alone, even though I am strong. Need something more than me, someone to push me to victory. Let's see what we can do together, me and you. Can't be afraid to try. Kiss your fears goodbye. No looking back. You and I were on the attack, full speed ahead, running to the sunset. Such a different feeling. Both of us believing we can make it better. Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight. Alone we will never be. The two of us are holding the key. We see today a world we couldn't see.
No, it doesn't stack. I just did it for cool. Why? I have to go now. Bye.